Anti-communist. The term anti-communist refers to a person, group, or ideology that opposes or is against communism. Communism is a socio-political system in which all property is publicly owned, and each person works and is paid according to their abilities and needs. Anti-communism emerged as a response to the rise of communist movements and governments in the 20th century, particularly during the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. Here are a few examples to illustrate the usage of anti-communist. 1. During the Cold War, the United States adopted an anti-communist stance and implemented policies to contain the spread of communism. This included military interventions in countries like Vietnam and supporting anti-communist governments in places like South Korea and Nicaragua. 2. Many individuals and organizations in Eastern European countries, such as Poland, Hungary, and Czechoslovakia, actively resisted communist rule and formed anti-communist movements. These movements aimed to promote democratic values and challenge the oppressive nature of the communist regimes. 3. Some political parties and politicians around the world openly identify as anti-communist. For example, in the United States, there is a long history of politicians who have campaigned on anti-communist platforms, such as Senator Joseph McCarthy during the 1950s. 4. Anti-communist sentiment can also be found in literature and popular culture. George Orwell's novel, Animal Farm, is a classic example of an allegory that critiques communism and its potential for corruption and abuse of power. It is important to note that being anti-communist does not necessarily mean being against all aspects of socialism or social welfare. Many countries have mixed economies that combine elements of capitalism and socialism, where certain industries are publicly owned or regulated for the benefit of society, while still allowing for private enterprise and individual freedoms. Anti-communism is specifically focused on opposing the principles and practices associated with a fully communist system,